Hello, friends. This is Stef Becker from PPC University. So I'm the founder of PPC University and incidentally also the CEO of, oh, sorry, I've got a feedback here that I need to dial down 1 second. Here we go. So, yes, today's live stream, before I kickstart, the title is the subject, the topic of today's live cast is uh, to present you a five-step roadmap that I have employed some 10 years ago to become a Google certified digital marketer. And the intention really is, the original intention is that it's now been about 10 years that I've been running my agency. And it's been an incredible journey. And it's provided me with the kind of freedom that I've always wanted for myself and for my family. And at some point in time, a time has come where I wanted to share with others how I did it and to help maybe some of you if you're interested in becoming a digital marketer yourself, be it as a freelancer or having your own agency like I do, a boutique agency. And the five-step process that I will present you today is something, as I explained in the beginning, I have run through myself. But at the same time, I've modified it slightly, obviously, because when I started out, I didn't have the resources that we have today, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. And over those 10 years, 15 years, I learned a lot. And I'm able to actually show you a path that makes it much easier to access the level of revenue that I have been able to access after, let's say, a year or two. The process I will be presenting you today is something that will take you, depending on the time, obviously, that you're able to invest into this, will take something around 3 to 6 months, I'd say, to achieve a monthly recurring revenue that would allow you to achieve a six-figure income. So a six-figure income meaning a six-figure income meaning that once you have hit a 10K monthly revenue, well, you have a six-figure revenue. 10K times 12 months is 120K. So but that's really just a starter. It can be scaled up pretty easily. But it involves certain methods, techniques, and systems to be in place. So without further ado, before I dive into the topic, let me quickly explain to you how this works. I actually will take your questions during this live stream. So whenever you have questions, wherever you are, please just leave them as a comment. They should appear on my screen here. This is actually live streamed on YouTube, on Twitter, and on Facebook simultaneously. So wherever you are, simply comment, and I'll take questions at the end, or depending on the number of questions, I will respond to your questions. And if I didn't have the time to do it during the live stream, well, I will make it an honor to get back to you. So without further ado, the five-step process involves, first of all, the five steps. The first steps is something that I will be offering. I've decided to offer for free, and that's actually a big deal, because the second step of this five-step process is becoming a Google certified digital marketer. I mean by that, step number 2, we will open one of our Google certification courses and help you become certified. But let's start with the beginning. Step number 1. The first thing that I want to teach to my students, and that I would like to talk about here while I'm talking to you, is, let me quickly switch my screen here so that you actually see what I'm talking about. Is this here. The first step is to help you find what we call, or what I call, your freedom number. This, by the way, is on PPC. This is our course environment. So you see, we designed it in the form of a course, but it will be completely offered for free, a 5-day challenge in the form of a 5-day challenge, where at the end of those 5 days, you will know your personal freedom number. And so what actually is a freedom number? Well, let me explain. The freedom number is important because I realized for myself for the longest time in the beginning, when I started out, that I just started out because there was an opportunity to do so. As a matter of fact, for those of you who have watched other live streams with me, some of you will know that in the very beginning, I was a scuba diving instructor. I was teaching marine biology in the Caribbean, 2 dive centers in the Caribbean, and then little by little, I came to do Google Ads campaigns for dive centers in the Caribbean. What was missing for me for the longest time was a clear vision, in the sense of, okay, when I start out a business as a digital marketer, what is the goal in terms of my lifestyle, in terms of revenue, in terms of where I want to be in 6 months, 1 year, 3 years? I, in the beginning, never thought about those type of questions. I only realized afterwards how important they were, because if you do not fix yourself a certain number of objectives, well, you will end up someplace else, because you didn't define that place in the first place. So the freedom number, this first step, is really like to guide my students, to guide you if you would like to take part in this 5-day challenge, which will actually start in a few weeks from now, in 2 weeks, or probably 2 weeks. So please sign up sign up on PPC University for the live streams. You'll find a blinking button at the top of our website here. Let me quickly show you. See it here on top. There's live streams and a blinking button. That's where you can sign up to make sure that you don't miss the start of the 5-day challenge. But long story short, it allowed me to have a clear objective. And this 5-day challenge, we will help you understand what type of revenue you need to generate to quit your 9 to 5 if you're currently employed, or to scale up your business and to become more professional if you're freelancing already. And when I say freelancing, I really mean freelancing in whatever you do. Some of you may be doing content marketing, writing blog articles. Some of you are doing SEO, optimizing websites. Some others that do social media marketing. Maybe you write email marketing campaigns and you do marketing funnels. No matter in what area of digital marketing you are active, or even if you are a complete beginner, because everything has been designed to be achievable for complete beginners, you need to be able to know at what point in time, if you're employed in this instance, at what point in time can you actually leave a job and rely on the recurring monthly revenue that you will generating with you offering services as a digital marketer. So the freedom number is really related to that. There's 2 types of freedom numbers, I would say. It's not just one number, and it's, by the way, there are 5 steps involved. If you see what we have here on the screen, let me show you quickly again. You have here day number 5, day number 1, you find your freedom number, the first one. Then you've got a vision exercise, then you've got a lifestyle income that need to be calculated. It's a little bit of calculation. We are going into finding out what the percentages of taxes are that you need to pay in your respective countries. But basically, the freedom number is important because we will help you understand how much time and how many clients you would need to find from the get-go to say goodbye to your job, to walk up to your boss's office and tell him, hey, that's it. I'm no longer working here. I'm working for myself. And the entire calculation has safety nets built in, has very precise calculations, very easy calculations to help you understand from the desired income that you'd like to have, how much you would actually need to generate more to be able to pay your personal taxes and your business taxes, etc. So everything in a package can be achieved easily in 5 days. And this is the first step, because once you have this number in your head and you know that it will take you 3 months to get there, and if you are a complete beginner and you may be employed, it's something I never recommend, by the way, to leave your job right away and to do this, like to follow a course with me and my students as a community. I always say to those who are already employed, if ever possible, it's something to be worked on in your evenings, in your free time. And once you achieve the freedom number, that's where you say bye-bye, and then you go full-time doing digital marketing. So that's step number one. And again, in 1 to 2 weeks from now, we will open the doors to this 5-day challenge. And by the way, there are prizes to win, very nice prizes to win, I should say, no gimmicks. We will open some of our courses for free, and these are very expensive courses normally. And there will be tools that you can win, which are in the vicinity of around $1,000 a year, access to tools that you would need as a digital marketer. So keep your pulse on our live streams. When that opens the door, do not miss it. So step number 2, let me show you this here. Well, before I show you the screen, step number 2 consists in becoming a Google certified professional right away from the get-go. And I know this sounds counterproductive. For someone of you, if you're listening to this and you're a complete beginner, you may ask yourself, wait a minute, Stef, how is this even possible that, and this is a 20-hour job that somebody would need to invest. How could I possibly become Google certified in a matter of 20 hours? Well, that's because I designed the system a long time ago, 4, 5, 6 years ago. We started 6 years ago, and now it's done. It's online, where I help people become certified with Google Ads exam preparation courses. Very well designed. It's multiple choice question and answers with exam questions that resemble the original Google exams. But we go much further than that. Whenever you answer a question in the beginning, you don't even know. You basically you're trying to guess, because you're trying to make a sense of everything that will be presented in a final exam, because you're being thrown into the hot water basically. But it's a safe hot water because it's on our website. It's not the real Google exam yet. But whenever you do something wrong, our system provides you with the feedback, what you did wrong and why it was wrong. And by doing so, by running through exam preparation courses that are designed this way, you will achieve 2 things right from the get-go. First, you will become acquainted with the vocabulary, the terminology. That's very important to understand when you want to work in that business. And also, of course, if you want to learn how to do Google Ads, because the terminology is like a language you need to master. So that's one advantage of running through exams, Google certification exam preparation courses. The second advantage, obviously, is you come out of this and you are ready to take the real Google exam. Our exam success rates for students who have followed the system is over 95%. I think it's 96.3. I'm not sure. The last time we did this, it's incredibly high, because it's a no-brainer. Really, the courses are designed such a way that you will succeed. So that's step number 2. So instead of, like, traditionally everybody would tell you, well, you need first to learn how to do Google Ads. You need to know how to do campaigns. You need to know how to manage campaigns. You need maybe 6 months, a year, 2 years of experience. And once you've got that experience and you know what you're talking about, then you take the exam. I say, scrap that. It makes no sense. And by the way, it's not just me talking. This is backed up by science. When you go on our website, and there's an article about it with several educational scientists having done this analysis with a cohort of several hundred students. And they run them through all the different types of methods and techniques that we all use to learn a new skill, right? Like highlighting, reading books, listening to videos, watching videos, all these. And one of the types they tested was running those students through exam preparation courses. Those who were the fastest to incorporate a new skill were all those who had access to well-designed exam preparation courses. And it makes perfect sense too, because I mean, you know just as much as I do that exams never test what's not important. Exams always test what's important, or the exam wouldn't make any sense. So by running through Google, well, in this case, a Google certification exam preparation course, you know what's important. You'll only learn and come across the most important thing, and that's how you want to start out when you want to learn a new skill. So it makes perfectly sense from that perspective as well. So that's step number 2. After step number 2, I'm not going to lie to you. You're not an expert in Google Ads yet. You're not a PPC marketer yet. What you are is somebody who knows the terminology, knows what's important, and now knows what to look for once you start to learn how to do it. That's what's important. So you get a head start. Instead of learning that skill, learning by doing for a year, 6 months, a year, 2 years, you know right away what to look for because the exam showed you what's important. So that's where the importance of the exam lies. So the third step is, in my system that I will be teaching, learn how to do Google Ads, meaning how to set up, configure Google Ads campaigns the right way from the start, and how to manage them on a regular basis, on a monthly basis. And I also tell students, you shouldn't do this on paper. When you learn a new skill, and I teach really in-depth, step-by-step how to do this, I want my students to apply that knowledge right away. What that means is the best way, I think, to apply knowledge is to work on real campaigns with real clients. So step number 4 or 5, depending how you are going to approach this, is to learn Google Ads right away with clients, which obviously means you need to find clients, right? And there are, for beginners at least, I believe, 3 good ways to find clients the easy way. And for those of you who are already in the field of digital marketing, whatever field, I named them a little bit earlier, social media marketing, search engine optimization, email marketing, content marketing, maybe you're writing. The most important thing when you start out, or we all have started out, and I have started out like this as well, is like offering our services at a low cost to friends, businesses we know, friends that have businesses, family members, or small local businesses that we know that may be benefiting from Google Ads, PPC campaigns. That's one thing. That's one possibility. So I always encourage students, if you have the opportunity, obviously, not everybody has this opportunity, but if you have the opportunity to have family members or small businesses in your local area that you think that may interest it, by all means, go after them, offer your services for very low cost, or even for free. That's what I did in the very beginning. I just did it for fun because I didn't rely yet on making money with it. But get your feet wet as fast as possible. So friends, business, families, friends, and local businesses. That's one idea. The second idea to find new clients or clients when you just start out is to find yourself a marketing trainee program. Now, I know that the time right now with what we're living, pandemic, etc., businesses, a lot of them are closed. It's difficult to find anything remotely interesting as a marketing trainee or somebody wants to run through marketing trainee program. But at the same time, it's still a possibility. And it's something that I am about to launch. We're developing for the beginning of 2022 to offer to our students marketing trainee programs because, and let me show you my screen for this as well. So in 22, Once we are starting opening the doors also for potential clients, because we have an agency, right? And we will communicate and we will promote our PPC University, not just to students, but also to businesses. We will introduce businesses to the idea to find marketing trainees at PPC University. Because if I have students that have been running through Google Ads certification programs, are officially Google certified, and have learned how to set up, configure, and manage Google Ads campaigns on a monthly basis, there would be no reason for a business to not trust a marketing trainee coming from that perspective, and give some of our students a try as marketing trainees. So it's something we are thinking to help our students. And obviously, we will make sure that students have to have a certain level of knowledge and need to prove that they are eligible for marketing trainee program, such as not just having one Google certification course, but maybe 2 or 3. Maybe there is some internal certification or some tests that we will run with students to make sure that they actually are able to deal and to work with clients on a daily basis. But anyway, it's something we are thinking of, and as you see, as you saw on our screen, on our website, we are already deep into the process of designing the websites, the web pages, to promote that possibility to potential clients. The last step, finally, before or when you want to build a business as a digital marketer, you need some sort of understanding, obviously, or some sort of business card that's visible to clients, potential clients. It's very difficult to just go out there and to talk to somebody and tell them that you're a digital marketer and hope for the best that he will hire you for PPC marketing services. What I'm trying to say is you need a website. You probably need some sort of marketing funnel, something you learn that you can learn. There's a lot of training on YouTube about marketing funnels, but we teach some of that stuff as well in PPC University. But you need some ecosystem that allows you to demonstrate that you're a professional, right? And when it comes to offering marketing services, for me, the minimum is to have a portfolio website on which you can showcase what you're doing. Yes, you need, and it's good to have a LinkedIn profile page. Yes, it's good to have a Facebook page or a Facebook profile. But it's not something that's institutionalized. Businesses, when they're hiring somebody to entrusting them with their marketing campaigns, it's a big deal for them. Even for small and medium-sized businesses, they want to make sure that they're talking to the right person and that that person is a professional person. So that's also why I strongly recommend, let me open that page now here, that you very quickly find a way to design a website. And there are solutions. There's Wix, there's WordPress, and there are landing page builders. And I'd like to specifically point out landing page builders because some of them allow you to build a portfolio website, not an e-commerce webshop, but a portfolio website where you can present your services in a matter of hours, really. And one of those is Convertri. That I'm showing you here now on this screen. So Convertri is a well-established, I would say it's a top of the shelf, a digital marketing landing page builder and marketing funnel builder all in one, which is well known for ultra fast landing pages. Pages really show up in a fraction of a second. So they, by the way, market themselves as the benchmarks as the fastest ever pages. And it's true. I mean, even their competitors like ClickFunnels, Unbounce, etc., they had a look at them and said, well, it's true. They are incredibly fast. And there's a reason why Convertri is fast. Convertri has understood that conversions on landing pages or on websites happen when the page loads fast. So your conversion rates are going down if your websites are not fast enough. So that's 2 good reasons to go with a landing page builder, such as Convertri. There are other tools out there. There's Unbounce, there is lead pages, there is well, ClickFunnels is a different kind of a beast. I wouldn't recommend ClickFunnels because it's a little bit too technical for beginners and very expensive, which is a downside for beginners. And it's also not fast. The pages are known for not loading too fast, which is a downside. So long story short, I'm showing you also Convertri for another reason. It's that show you again our website here very quickly. It's that we have Convertri in our toolbox available for students at a strongly discounted price. So Convertri, I think it's $1,000 for a year. You need to pay it a year in advance, or it's $99 a month. So, and we have with a variety of courses of top of the shelf digital marketing course. Sorry, not courses. Digital marketing SaaS companies, software as a service companies. We have license agreements to be able to offer these tools at a strongly discounted price to our students. So Convertri is part of that course of this offering. So whenever I teach to students, well, you need a website. Well, I also have the tool allowing our students to actually build the website at a strongly discounted price. And for some of our courses, when people take courses with PPC University, these are actually even included for free. So there's marketing report tools, there is a conversion optimization tool, we have a variety of tools, social media marketing, a chat builder, and we're adding other tools little by little to our inventory. So basically that's it. I didn't want to dive too much into detail into each of those 5 steps. I wanted really to take the opportunity to present you those 5 steps from a bird's eye view, and to also sensitize you to the fact that the first 2 steps, which are very, very important in my opinion, the first one being to get a clear vision of where you want to be in how much time. Like, will I be able and do I want to ditch my job, my 9 to 5, in 3 months from now? And if yes, what do I need to do? That's the first step. And that's a free step. That's the 5-day challenge that I've been talking about in the beginning. And the second step is a very important step. It's to become Google Ads certified. And I will offer this second step for free as well. We will be in the process of designing a 30-day boot camp. So it will take 30 days to give everybody a lot of time actually to do it. But as a matter of fact, it's just 20 hours maximum that anyone needs to become Google certified, Google Ads certified with our system, with the system that we have developed at PPC University. Okay, I don't want to go into detail any further, and the time is pretty much up. It's almost 2 minutes before the end of our live stream. And so if you have questions down the road, wherever you are, wherever you catch up with this live stream, whether that be on Twitter, on Facebook, or on YouTube, and you see it after this live stream, just drop us a line with your questions, leave us a comment, leave me a comment, and I will make it an honor to get back to you and respond to your questions and to your comments. So without further ado, that's it for today. I thank you very much for watching, and this will be a weekly appointment, a weekly live stream. So please don't forget to sign up on our website on ppc.university, and I am looking forward to seeing you next week.